Yesterday we spoke about V'Yakov Halach Ledarkoi, that this is the time where we have to, as I said, hit the road, go in the way, the journey, Yaakov's journey. Now what accompanied Yaakov throughout his entire journey, throughout his entire life, in all his moments of difficulties, of challenges, of which he had many, there was one thing which was constant with him, was his unwavering faith, his unwavering emunah and trust in Hashem. And so too we have to realize that although the journey is a long one, yes, it's a 2,000-year journey since the destruction of the temple, but more so, it's a 5,782 journey since the moment of creation until we're finally going to reach that moment of the final redemption. We must have that powerful faith. We have to allow ourselves to be accompanied with our unwavering faith in God and in God's messengers. I want to share with you a beautiful story that I had the opportunity to hear this Simchas Torah while dancing, or in between the dancing, the Akafas in 770. As you might or probably know, custom has it, at the night, Shmini Atzeres, Simchas Torah, the day of Hakafes, we introduce the Hakafes by saying the 17 verses of Ata Horeisa. It's a great honor to recite these verses. Custom also has it that people buy, quote unquote, buy the honor of being able to say those verses or to honor somebody else with a verse. So by the Rebbe, it was always the custom to people pay certain amounts of money to buy the honor of this particular pasuk, a particular pasuk, and then honor it, the Rebbe or whoever they feel like honoring by saying that. In the mid-1950s, the custom was that people would buy this pasuk and honor the Rebbe to say the pasuk. Some people would give a certain amount, yet there were some that would say they buy it al das ha-Rebbe. Whatever the Rebbe is going to tell them after Yom Tov, they have to pay for it, they will pay for it. So there was an individual, a supposed businessman, apparently more a shlemazel than a businessman, who bought a pasuk and said, the sum will be al das Rebbe, whatever the Rebbe is going to decide. After Simchas Torah, he communicated with the Rebbe asking, what is it that you expect from me to pay for this pasuk? And the Rebbe told him then, $30,000, an astronomical sum for him, and in the 1950s for many others. He was taken back. But there's no negotiations with the Rebbe. He came home and he shares with his wife that he doesn't know what to do. He has no idea where he's going to take $30,000 to pay for what the Rebbe wants him to pay. And his wife, as a righteous, pious woman, says, I don't understand. Why you down? Why you disappointed? You should be dancing for happiness. Obviously the Rebbe sees that you are going to make that money. So you should be happy. Cheered up. What happened was, he had invested $5,000 in a little house, a little property that he bought somewhere. But this was next to a hotel. Shortly after Simchas Torah, the owner of the hotel asked him to please sell his house for the hotel, and he should state his price. Figured, here's an opportunity. He's going to ask him for $30,000. He'll be able to pay the Rebbe the $30,000 that he owes. But before doing this, he asked the Rebbe what amount should he request. And the Rebbe said, the $30,000 is only the meiser, is only the 10% of what you should be getting, and ask for $300,000, which he did. And the hotel paid him $300,000. Now he's wealthy. The next year, once again, he bought a pasuk and again stated Al Das Rebbe. But then after Simchas Torah, when he asked how much, the Rebbe told him $100. He was very disappointed. He was hoping the Rebbe would tell him $100,000 and he's going to make $1 million. And when he asked the Rebbe, why so little? So the Rebbe told him, last year, when you said Al Das, you did it with faith and munah. Today you're doing it as a business investment. I'm not in business. The power of unadulterated emunah. It is with this type of emunah, with pure faith, that indeed v'yaikev halach ledarkoi, and we will reach the ultimate destination, the time of Geula with Mashiach.